how sweet. I'm taking a little walk on the park. It's not my dog, it's someone else's dog. Literally, I'll show you the field in a minute after I've done this, but the field's massive. If I turn around like this, you can see how big this field is, yeah? You see with that guy with the red jacket, his dog just came over to me with the ball and dropped it at my feet as if to say, go on, chuck it for me then. So I did, I chucked it for him and he zoomed back again to his owner. I don't think his owner was very best pleased. No. I don't know what is going on. But I do know what's going on, but I'm talking people. What's wrong with people? Why is everybody like so miserable and gloomy and just like resting bitch face? It's just like, really? You know? Could you see when I used to feel like that? Or I probably did look like that. Let's be real. I probably did look like that. You know? So now I'm on the outside looking in at the same facial expressions that I used to make myself, you know? So they probably put the same thing about me. But in my case, not saying anybody's case is worse than others, but I had more reason to walk around with a resting bitch face than a lot of people in society, you know? But I chose to be higher vibration. I did not want to get trapped in this 3D matrix. Oh, no. That was not an option for me at all. Nope, not one bit. Nope. So I decided to change my perspective. That's what you do. Change your perspective. Change the way you look at things. Put it this way, just change people, places and things and you're good to go. And in some cases that's quite hard, purely when you're used to doing things a certain way for decades and decades or however long it may be. You've got to unlearn all that false learning you was taught. Well, in my situation, they didn't teach me anything. I kind of took bits and pieces from society, should I say. So yeah, you know, but now I know better. I'm older, wiser, I know better. So, of course, I'm going to make better decisions or a better judgment. So yeah, got rid of addiction, so, and that's not easy, especially when it's kind of like a ancestral curse, you know. So yeah, I seem to be, I'm actually proud, very proud of myself, the first of my generation to break those curses. Yeah, and because my family, I come from a family, I would say a lot of my family, I can't say all, you know, if all of them was like that, they wouldn't be in heaven, would they, with God? Do you know what I mean? But the majority of them were just witches and warlocks. Yeah. So I think I was produced out of incest, not out of love. Well, my father loved me, my mum didn't, but purely just to be used, basically. Yeah, just to use my energy for fortune, you know, an easy life, basically. And when you think about it from a moral standpoint, that is absolutely diabolical. I would never in my life, whilst I'm breathing air, ever dream of putting or even doing that to any of my 8 children. I couldn't do it. So, you know, I'm not gonna beat myself up. Oh, another butterfly. Oh my gosh, I love when I see butterflies. I just got a thing for butterflies now. I don't understand where it's come from. I love being out here, which is why I thought, yeah, I'll move to somewhere like Western, because there you got the choice of both worlds, isn't it? You got the countryside on one, and on the other side you have the beach and the sea. So really, in a nutshell, you're sport for choice. So I'll probably be looking at properties to move to when the time is right. When God says, my child, it's time for you to move, I'll be like, okay, Most High. And that's another thing. So you don't have to be perfect, because if everybody in the world was perfect and nobody did anything wrong, I'm quite sure the world would have died out a long time ago from boredom. So with that being said, God forgives everything. I mean, even me, on my journey, I've not been perfect. I've made mistakes. Do you know what I mean? But that's the whole point of learning, innit? Do you know what I mean? The stage I'm at now is not about making the same repetitive errors that I made before. Once, possibly twice, is cutting it. Do you know what I mean? But anything after that, you're self-sabotaging. Yeah. So it's like you've got to remind yourself, you know? You've got to look at yourself also all the time. But not be too hard on yourself at the same time. You know? Which is why they suggest that you structure things and write things down and have a vision board. And that's exactly what I've done. So yeah. And for the most part, it's awesome. I ain't even gonna bother keep this in under 10 minutes, because even when I have, I don't know. It's purely because some people are just very bitter and very hateful. I'm prejudiced. Yeah, you know, so. But I'm not gonna let that get me down. I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'ma still keep going. I'm relentless. Relentless, especially when I've got my mind focused on something. I ain't stopping. I do this shit in my sleep. I was kind of ordered, like, take a break, have some rest, chill, have some fun. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yes, taking in the scenery, taking the nature. I'm gonna ground my feet now. If I can find like a nice bit of grass that I can walk on, then yeah. Or ground my feet on, which is like, yeah. So around here, it's so beautiful. Other than the traffic, obviously that's what the trees do, it. They absorb all the shit from all the pollution, you know. The trees is life, innit? And I've not done this for a couple of days, that's why I'm out here now. And I'm just sort of be standing there for 5 minutes. I'll ground my feet properly. Yeah, just ground my feet a little bit. As I always do, ground my feet, sit down, talk to the trees, say, how you doing, man? I've always found it odd that I've never actually seen any birds around like this part of the green, but like over that side, even over that side where the little park is, there's like quite a bit of wildlife, but here, I don't know what's going on. It's weird. Yeah. Maybe it's because there's no, I don't know. There's no like, that's probably what it is, isn't it? There's not really much people, like there's no park where people could come and sit and jam. So there's no food source here. Probably why, you know? The only food source is probably the trees. Oh, that feels good. That feels nice. Someone said to me, yes, walk in the grass, release your energy on the root of a tree. So that's what I'm doing. And usually if I do this for about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes possibly, on the routes I'm talking. Even half an hour, because when you sit here sometimes, time goes by really fast and you think to yourself, well, I've only been here for about 10 minutes. Then you look at the time and realise you've been there for like half an hour, 40 minutes. You're like, what? Yeah, that's why I like it. And it's quiet, it's peaceful, there's not too much traffic. Because that, when you vibrate high, that can have an effect on you also. If there's too much body, like in that other park, although it was nice, yeah, it got a lot more of the sun, but because there's so many different bodies there, especially when you pick up people's energies. What the hell? I don't really want to be here now. Yeah, especially when you pick up other people's energies, especially if you absorb energy, it can get a bit much sometimes. It can become overwhelming and just make you feel a bit, I don't know what's the word. Someone's in there smoking. Smell it. Ugh. Yeah, and that as well. And that cannabis is demonic. Well, I don't think brown weed is. I really do believe that maybe skunk. Yeah, definitely, because of all the chemicals in it. And I believe in that, absolutely, because when I used to smoke cannabis a lot, it started to give me stomach problems and I was always getting sick. You know, but when I used to smoke brown weed, it was a different type of buzz. So now, I rather just not have nothing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I want to live in the moment. Even though it's nice to help you go to sleep at times, but nah. I rather save all me little pennies. I need a holiday, I need a break. What else do I need? A new car, a new house. All this is coming in the universe. It's bringing it to me. It's attracting all these things to me. What you put out in the universe is what comes back. Which is why it's better to remain positive. Even if you're going through shit like I've been going through shit for the last couple of months. And I even surprised myself. Mad innit? I surprised myself the fact that I was able to not let things affect me. Same thing I'm talking, I've been on it for 10 minutes and already I'm attracting insects. Oh, it takes some getting used to. I don't like things that crawl. No. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. Yeah, having a house full of, I don't know if you call them the new age mosquitoes or the new age dragonflies, but these weird type of looking skinny flies. I call them anorexic flies with long wings. Not like the normal flies that you see that fly on feces. The other type. And yeah, when you're vibrating high, because your energy is so potent, it's like they're drawn to your energy, the vibration of your energy. That's what attracts everything to you. Which is why sometimes now when it's really, really hot, oh, there's another butterfly. It's like I don't really want to come out because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I know it sounds bad. It just makes my skin itch. I can't. I try and ignore it. I do. But when you have like phobias and things like that, it's kind of hard. I know God will say, oh, you can get through all your other addictions and your other phobias. You can get through this one. No. Because this one's different, you know? Yeah. It makes me itch. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather see slugs and snails, do you know what I mean? Than these type of multi-flies, these like natty looking flies, these mosquito looking flies, do you know what I mean? And let me tell you, I ain't even joking. I have never seen, I left my front room for like 12 hours. I'm not even playing. Because why was the body of this moth as big as my AirPod case? Listen, it was that big, like you can see the shadow, when it was like flying, you can see the shadow of it flying around your front room at night with a light on. Do you understand me? Like when it's flying like above, just below the ceiling, you can literally see the shadow of this moth where it was so big. And I can do like the image, like the wings, when they flap so, they're going so quick. it makes like a little noise, like, and I'm thinking, what? And I can see the shadow, like, like, you get the fans in the ceiling that spin around. That's what it looked like, but obviously not spinning around, but like flapping. Oh my days! And it literally, the minute I turned around, for some reason, it's like it saw me, and it literally launched at me, and I was just like, oh hell no! I ran. I did. I'm not even embarrassed to say it neither. I ran. I literally ran into the door frame. Yeah, almost knocked myself out. I'm telling you. And I was like, oh, no. That is something. I'd be scared to try and squat it in case it had teeth. That thing had claws properly. You understand? I thought if I go to sleep and that thing's still in there, I was scared I was going to wake up in a cocoon. I'm telling you. So I just thought, oh, no. So, yeah, I just left the room for 12 hours. And then the little thing decided to go and hide behind my curtain. So what I had to do then was open up my patio door, but kind of like push the curtain. So when I open up the door, usually I put the curtain around the door. I had to push the curtain on the inside of the door. So when I opened the door and flapped the curtain, it literally would just go outside, which it did. It went outside, and obviously I was like, boom! I just shut the door straight away, like, oh my god! And even then, I could hear it hitting against the window, like it was trying to get back in. Like, bitch, you locked me out. You've got rid of me. And I locked the door. I had to close the curtain. I won't be able to focus on anything off. But like we see with this thing trying to get back through a window that's not going to get through. So it just kept ramming itself into the windows to say, "Let me in." But I even thought to myself, is it a monitoring fly? A monitoring moth? Do you know what I mean? Obviously a bigger moth can see better or see more, kind of thing, you know. And then I found one little monitoring spirit. And I know it's a monitoring spirit because you see those little mozzie flies? There's no fruit or veg left out in my kitchen. There's no rotten food exposed because I don't have a bin. When I put rubbish in a plastic bag, I put it straight outside into the refuse bin, so I don't have a trash bin in my house because of that reason. So when I squirted it with a spray, and it's like it didn't do nothing. Oh, it's like, oh, boo-boo. Out came the mossy fly hack. Because I seen this woman did a post, and let me tell you, when I go back inside, I'm going to be checking the jar. I had to get a jar like that. What did she say again? She said put in something like, I don't know, honey or something sweet to draw them in, yeah? Put she said apple cider vinegar. I didn't have that, so I used white vinegar. So I put some of that in the jar with a bit of water, and I put it on my windowsill, literally. So when I go back in now, and I had to close my windows, so when I go back inside, it's probably going to be hot. So what happens is you put holes in the lid of the jar, put the lid back on the jar, and just leave it somewhere. And what happens is, because it's a closed lid, they crawl through the hole, fall in, and then can't get back out again. Do you know what I mean? But the hole's got to be big enough for them to get in there, you know? And once they smell that sweetness, wherever it is, that's what I'm saying to you. These monitoring spirits, yeah, they don't fly on fruit. That's how you know. Do you know what I mean? And it's literally like they're being controlled by a remote. That's what it seems like, because the minute you grab something to go and hit it, it's like it knows what you're doing, and it hides. It doesn't even keep flying, it hides. Let me tell you, this thing hid in my house, yeah? But the other ones that are real mossy flies that fly around like fruit and veg, when I squirted these ones died. Yes, they did. They died. But the monitoring spirits ones, they don't die. Do you understand? Even when you squat them, you got to be fast, because I don't know if they got a motor in their ass, but considering they fly, like they kind of like hover. This thing was zooming around my house like it was on a NASCAR driving race. You understand? So I just thought, yeah, I'll wait. And it's like they always follow me to my bed. And then I get in my bed. They're not there for the time I come out the bath and go into my bed. I don't know. Listen to some meditation music, and then I go to sleep. And it was right before I was going to turn the light off. I don't know where this thing came from. It came out of nowhere. It came out of this little dirty little hiding place, and literally went full force for my face. And because I was laying down, I didn't see it because I was looking at my phone. It literally hit my cheek. next to my nose. It hit my cheek, and then a couple of days later, I think I got a little spot. Got a little spot, got a little mark with that. Yeah, you know, that's how I knew. So yeah, so I've had to keep my window shut now and put a little mosquito net over my patio door. But let me tell you, the little gaps, any little gap anywhere, these things found a way to get in. So don't tell me the devil ain't real. Don't tell me God don't exist. Okay, if God didn't exist, we would not be here. Period. You got to remember, when God first was here, he said, let there be light. So that was when God was in darkness. Thank you. All right then. And the rest is history. So yeah, I'm going to stand there for a little bit of time, ground my feet, put up my video where I just fed the squirrels. I'm seeing a lot of signs of synchronicities. I know I'm supposed to be doing something or going somewhere. But yeah, other than that, I'm feeling alive, you know? Light as a feather. That was it was before. I never felt this type of energy, that makes any sense. It's weird. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you know, you know, you know? So now I just seek out more like-minded energies, should I say. And that's the thing. You low vibration people that try to fake energy of someone that's high vibrational, you can smell you a mile away. You understand me? Because it oozes out of you, so I sense that energy of fakeness. I won't say nothing to you. I'll just remove myself accordingly. Bow out gracefully. I won't say a word. Nothing more and nothing less. And keep it moving. See what I mean? Now, I don't mind when not on your clothes, but when not on your bare skin. And it's this shit that makes me move. I know this sounds crazy, but that's just the best way I can explain it. But other than that, it's awesome. And I do tree hugging as well, but I have OCD, so it's not anything I can touch. I can't. I know God said it's mind over matter, but in my case, insects is the matter. I know that sounds crazy, so I'm gonna get off this post this video. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my bank holiday Monday. Some people are just so silly, so sad. And yeah. So whatever you're doing on this fine bank holiday Monday, stay high vibrational, stay positive, keep smiling. Don't let none of these sad, bitter entities get you down. Just adjust your crown and keep it moving. Do you understand me? No apologies given. Yes. And that is it from me. Until the next one. Ka-ching, ching, ching, ching.